Hello and welcome back to KFX Adventure of the Crucible. Okay, we're almost there. The last two decks. Oh, this has gone too quickly, but then again, that's my fault for just recording episodes back to back like a crazy maniac like I am. Yeah, that's my third one today. But well, my daughter's sleeping peacefully. I have the time, so I'm just doing it. Okay, number 11 is Edrick, Dahlhome, Midwife. Okay, that's funny. Logos, Unfathomable, and Untamed. Edrick, Dahlhome, Midwife. What is a Dahlhome? I don't know, but well, Edrick is a midwife. Is there a specific gender for a midwife? Because that name does not sound very feminine, but then again, the world of the Crucible has all sorts of strange genders. Maybe it's a Xi. Anyway. Okay, here we go. Guildspine Netcaster. So we have some announcements. Lovely. Deepwater Gruen. Novu Archaeologist. One civilization's trash is... Nope, still trash. Love the flavor text. Genetic Drift. Oh yeah. And PI Sweden. And one more card. Zenzik! Oh yeah! I love me a good Zenzik deck. Awesome. Cool. So that's definitely a hand we're gonna keep because then we're gonna draw more cards. Nice. So let's go. Novu, hold on. Let's go in the from least to more powerful. PI Sweden, Zenzik, and Novu Archaeologist. There we go. And I draw 8. Bouncing the Squawk. Let's blast the board. Seabringer Kekoa. Oh yeah, that works well with the Death Quark. Mika Boy. I like Mika Boy. And then another 2 card, Brain Eater and Valucanth. Oh yay, another Valucanth. Well, not from this deck, but in my collection. Okay, good start. I like. Slippery Arm. Crushing Arm. Titanic Maw. Okay, so the Keyraken is not gonna fight this turn. It's not gonna read this turn, I mean. Okay, so it will fight the most powerful creature and deal 3 damage to each neighbor. So it will fight Zenzik. I think that is the most sensible thing for it to do. Deal 3 damage to the Novu Archaeologist and blast PI Sweden. There we go. Okay. Well, at least no ember is made from the Keyraken, so that is to my advantage. Okay. So I guess I could... I do have options. At the start of each player's turn, if the tide is high for that player, they gain 1 ember. So that means Mikaboy would work for the both of us. If the tide is high, it's high for everybody. Therefore, we both gain 1 at the beginning of our turn. So Mikaboy might not be a wise choice in this. Yeah, indeed. Okay, well, let's blast the creatures with the Bouncing the Squawk. Yeah, let's do that. So let's go with Logos. I will start by... let's see. I'm going to... I'll play Brain Eater. There we go. I will discard the Mecha Boy. I will then use the... Do I reap or do I use the action? I don't really care about archiving PSW then. Yeah, I'm just going to reap with both. So again, 2 ember. Don't need to raise the tide. I'll keep my ember there, that's fine. And then I'll play the Bouncing Disc Quark. So I will blast the Slippery Arm in exchange for the Brain Eater, dealing 3 damage to the Keyraken. Pow! And then blast the Crushing Arm in exchange for the Archaeologist, dealing 3 damage to the Keyraken. Okay. Right, and that is my turn. I will draw to 8. So a Cope, oh yeah! Cope is very efficient against the Keyraken. Sleep with the fishes. And reap also. Alright, that's a nicely crafted hand we've got there. We're gonna do some damage. Alright, I've got a good feeling about this one. Preternatural Will. If the tide is low, heals 6 damage from the Keyraken. Of course. Should have raised the tide. Well, drag to your doom. Purge my most powerful creature. Okay, bye bye, Zenzik. We'll not see you again this game. And Ascending Jet. Okay, so then the Keyraken will reap since there's nothing to fight. And then that's the end of the turn. Titanic Maw is destroyed since I control 0 creatures. Okay. Right. Okay, so I think I will, well, destroy each exhausted creature. Yeah. Alright, let's go with Unfathomable. So I'll start with the Sleep with the Fishes just for the Ember. Up. Then I will play a Guild Spine Netcaster, Cope, Valucanth, and hold on, no, let's put Seabringer Kekoa here so that he can protect Cope. Yep. Okay. And do I raise the tide? Yeah. We'll keep it low for now, we'll see. Might not be wise considering my previous turn, but yeah, who knows. Old Paddy with a capture. Hey, hey, cool. Effigy of Meleruk. Artifact. After an enemy creature reaps, put an awakening counter on Effigy of Meleruk. If there are 6 or more awakening counters on Effigy of Meleruk, move it to a flank of your battle line as a creature with 100 power, 100 armor. Its text box is considered blank. Okay, well, I know how I can win this game. Just let the Keyraken rip with everything. Bring Meleruk. Smash it into the Keyraken. Boom. Done. That's hilarious. Oh, that's so funny. That's gonna be awesome. And a Chronophage. Oh, nasty. Your opponent's creatures and artifact gain Omega. Well, in this situation that works against the Effigy of Meleruk, but it's gonna be hilarious. Oh, and plus I've got Cope as well. Wow, that deck is heavy control there. Oh, that's gonna be fun. We have a Race to the Surface. Gain 1 Ember. The Keyraken has not advanced, so nothing happens. Another Race to the Surface. Okay, so just another Ember. And finally a Primordial. Okay, the Keyraken reaps. and archives one adventure card thanks to Primordial. And then the Ascending Jet gives the Keyraken creature with the lowest power 3 plus 1 counters. If that creature has 9 or more, destroy Ascending Jet, allow the tide. Well, nothing happens, I guess. Okay, my turn. Well, I guess I can just plow through the Keyraken with what I have here. Oh, hold on, I forgot Cope. Yes, cannot play more than one card of each type. So here we only have one race to the surface that worked, so that removes one ember of the Keyraken. Yeah, he could only play one race to the surface. Cope. Okay. Yeah, let's use my board and start plowing through the Keyraken. Oh, that's gonna be a very quick game. Let's play the effigy of Edrick. I'm going to reap with Cope, so I gain 1 ember. I guess I'm going to spend 2 ember to raise the tide. There we go. Reduce my ember and raise the tide. Ta-da! Okay. And then I'm going to reap with my Guildspine Netcaster, gain 1 ember, and I will exhaust Cope. I have to exhaust the creatures, so I'll choose Cope, whatever. Then I will throw Simbriga Kekoa at the Keyraken, dealing 1 damage, because it's got 6 armor at the moment. And taking 3 damage in return. And then I will fight with Valukanth, dealing 6 damage to the Keyraken. Bam! And taking 3 in return. Let's swap this for one of those little ones. There we go. Okay. Effigy of Midwife, that's awesome. Such a cool card. So weird. Infighting. Okay, so I can trash my board. I'm not gonna do that. 6 cards. Alright, I like this deck already. It is hilarious. And that's gonna be a very quick game if Cope prevents the Keyraken from playing anything. Oops. Apologies. So the Keyraken plays a Whirlpool Eddy. So that's its 1 artifact for this turn. Then Swift Current is discarded, cannot play it. Tidal Trouble, gain 1 ember. Stun my most powerful creature and each creature that shares a house with it. If the tide is high, I may lower the tide instead. Well, I guess I'm going to lower the tide then. Yeah, I get to pick, so... Beholder's Grandeur cannot be played because it's an action, and we've already played 1. Then the Keyraken will reap, gain 1 ember, and archive a card. And then nothing happened again with the Ascending Jet. Okay, so the Keyraken is at 6. Lovely. So, I mean, like I can just carry on plowing through the Keyraken. But what's the fun in that? Let's go through my hand. I want to see what's in this deck, obviously. That's the point of this. So let's play my deck. And yeah. And plus then, by playing Old Paddy with the capture, I will stop the Keyraken from advancing. So that's in my interest to do that. Okie dokie. Let's discard the infighting. Thank you very much. I am going to spend... there's nothing there that raises the tide, right? Reap, discard the bottom card of your deck, or the bottom 3 card instead if the tide is high. Play each creature discarded this way 1 at a time. And then reap also, Radiant Reap to the friendly creature. Okay, so that's gonna happen. Genetic Drift, the Protogron. Okay, so let's start by raising the tide. Spend 2 ember, tweet. And the tide was raised. I forgot to lower it on my UI. That's fine. I'll fix it in post. Okay. Then we are going to play... Let's see. Let's Play Deepwater Gruen over here. Gain 2 Ember. Tuk tuk. Then I will play Old Paddy over here, capturing 1 Ember on Cope. Cope might very well get destroyed at some point. No, let's put it on Guildspine. Let's put it on Gruen. Yeah, whatever. So that's 1 Ember removed from the Keyraken. Okay. Then I will do Reap also, so ready and reap with Old Paddy. So I gain 1 Ember. And then I will discard the bottom 3 cards if the tide is high. So I discard a Flumph, which gets played. Let's put him over there. A Binary Moray. Nice. Okay, let's put it there. And an Information Exchange. Wow, alright, that board is getting out of hand very quick. And then we'll play the Genetic Drift. Again, 1 Ember. And let's see, who shall get +1 power counters? I say Flume. Oh no, let's make Cope bigger. We don't want Cope to be destroyed. So give Cope +1 and another +1, then Genetic Drift. There we go. Oh, wow, what an insane turn this was. Yikes. Okay, we draw a Milliobi, a Youngest Bear, another Guildspine Netcaster. Oh, cool, so we've got a fair amount of capture in there. Mind Bullets. Few understand the secret of its power. Wonder Boy. Ookling. Okay, yep. Oh, that's a really solid deck I'm seeing so far. Oi, oi, oi. Okay. I mean, it works great against the Keyraken. I will see on a standard Keyforge game, but so far so good. A Swift Current. The Keyraken gains 2 Ember. Then Emergence. Gain 1 Ember. Destroy 1 of my artifacts. Oh, my effigy of Milerook. Sad. And exhaust 3 of my creatures. Well, let's exhaust the big stuff and the stuff that is against the Keyraken. So I think Old Paddy, Valukans, and Flumph are probably the things that we want to have exhausted. Zealot's Revelation can be played because that's another action, and Beast of Dark Legend cannot be played because it is another action. Alright, then the Keyraken Reaps, gain an Ember, and archives 1 adventure card. Day Ascending that does nothing, and then the Whirlpool AD will stun and exhaust 1 of my creatures that is not already stunned. I think it will stun... let's see... Well, obviously we want to stun the stuff that will do some damage to the Keyraken. So let's say the Seabringer Kekoa. There we go. Okay. And that is the Keyraken's turn. It's got 9 Ember, yep. Okay, I've got a lot of exhausted stuff there. Deal 1 damage to each creature for each card you have played this turn, including this one. Okay, so I guess we will go with Logos. Yep. Your opponent's creatures and artifacts gain Omega. No, that's just nasty. Yeah, I think this is the way. I mean, I could play Mookling to make the Ember cost +2, but nah, let's let's slow down the Keyraken quite dramatically. Okay, so let's play Chronophage over here with a capture icon that will be going to... Cope. Yeah, Cope is pretty big now, so it's 1 fewer Ember on the Keyraken. then I will discard the Mind Bullets. I'm certainly not going to play that at this stage. And then I will Reap with the Binary Moray, putting me at 6. Nice. And I will archive a card as a result. Well, let's archive Mookling. I think that's something we want to protect. Okay, and that is my turn. This is ridiculous. I'm totally locking the Keyraken here. It cannot do anything at all. I draw Thin the Herd. Okay. Sink or Swim. And Call of the Void. Yeah, oh, yes. So much control. This is ridiculous. Wow. Keyraken has no chance. Hold on, the Keyraken advances though. It does. So 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, one Keyraken icon, and the tide is lowered. Okay. Then Archive is an emergence. Gain a number. Destroy one of my artifacts, none, and exhaust 3 of my creatures. Okay, so let's exhaust All Paddy again, Valucanth, and the Flumph. Yep. Okay. Lashing Tentacle, finally a creature. Tied down, action cannot be played. Hold on, up. Your opponent's creature and artifacts gain Omega, so boom, that's it. That remains there, and actually the tied down should have remained there, but whatever. So, but that's this step. So after they play that card, end the current step. So now we are ending the step of playing, but then I think there's the step of activating. So it does not end the turn of the Keyraken. I would have to check the rules, but I think that's right. So the Keyraken reaps. And archives one card. Then the Ascending Jet will give +3 power counters to the Lashing Tentacle. Okay. The Whirlpool Lady will stun and exhaust one of my creatures that is not already stunned. I guess let's stun the Binary Moray. And then the Keyraken's creature with the highest power captures 1 ember from me. I will not forge a key this turn. Oh well. That's fine. I can handle you, Keyraken. No problem. Alright, well, I guess I will go with Unfathomable. I've got Mookling down there, yes, that's fine. Okay, yeah, let's go with Unfathomable. So, let's do a Sink or Swim to exhaust a creature and each of its neighbors. Then let's do a Call of the Void, gaining 1 ember. Exhaust a creature. If it was already exhausted, destroy it instead, and its controller loses 1. So I gain 1 ember. The Keyraken loses 1 ember, and 3 damage is dealt to the Keyraken. Pow! Then I play a Guildspine Netcaster over here, running out of space. Okay. Okay, then I will Reap with my Cope. Gain 1 ember. I will Reap. Do I want to Reap with Guildspine Netcaster, or do I just want to plow through the Keyraken? Like, I don't care about exhausting something at this point, I just want to deal some damage. So let's start by... no, Seabringer Kekoa is stunned, so it will get unstunned. So then there's no sense throwing Guildspine Netcaster at the Keyraken, it's just gonna hit the armor. So let's Reap with the Guildspine Netcaster, there we go. And I will exhaust the Deepwater Gruen. Doesn't matter. Alright, yeah, and that's my turn. Before I finish my turn, I will spend 2 Ember to raise the tide. Thank you very much. Okay. Why? What a battle line. And then we draw bubbles. A Way of the Pixie. Way of the Pixie on old Paddy. Nasty, man. And a Horotzinen with a capture. Okay. So the Keyraken does not advance. It can only play 1 card of each type. And if it's an artifact or a creature, it just omegas. Defend the Keyraken. Action. Okay. Gain 1 Ember. Ward the Keyraken. From the draw pile. Action. Beholder's Grandeur. Cannot be played. Action. Evil in the ranks. Cannot be played. Devour Hole. Action. Can be played. Cope. It's so nasty. The Keyraken Reaps. Gain 1 Ember and archives an adventure card. Ascending Jet does nothing. Whirlpool Eddy will stun and exhaust 1 of my creatures that is not already stunned. What should get stunned here? I think let's stun old Paddy. And then the Keyraken's creature with the highest power captures 1. Well, nothing happens there. There's no creature to capture. So that's that. And I forge a key. Whoa! 6 Ember. I forge my first key. Oh my god. No, that one. Yes! Reducing the armor of the Keyraken. Okay. What are we going to do now? So, well, Bubbles and Horotzinen are not going to be very useful. We have a Mookling in the archive. And I guess we have Flumph and the Deepwater Gruen. I can throw at the Keyraken. And we're going to do some damage. So, yeah, I think let's go with Untamed and go through my hand. Yeah, might as well. Okay, get my Mookling. Let's put it down. Alright, so let's play Youngest Bear over here. We're running out of space. I don't have enough space for everything to be visible on screen. Oh no, this is the first time this is happening. Insane. Then we will play. Let's see. On the right hand side. Everything is so tight. Okay, I will play Mookling over here, and then I'll play Milieu over there. I will discard Thin the Herd. I'm not going to shuffle anything. And then the Way of the Pixie I will put on Cope, I guess. I will probably get to use it later on. Then the Keyraken has some damage, so let's... Okay, we had a minor interruption, but it's all good. So let's continue our turn. Alright, so Flumph will fight the Keyraken, popping the ward. And then giving a beast creature plus 2 power counters. Well, I guess let's make Deepwater Gruen bigger, because then Deepwater Gruen can plow through. So fight with Deepwater Gruen. So the Keyraken has 4 armor currently, which means we're dealing 3 damage to the Keyraken. Nice one. Okay. Anything else I want to do this turn? No, I think. Oh, well, there's damage coming onto Deepwater Gruen, of course. Let's not forget. Okay, then that is my turn. Wow. That's a board getting out of hand, or alright. A genetic drift with a capture. Nice. Cyphos. Static charge. And finally, Old Egad. Okay, and that's this deck. Cool. Wow. Well, yep. That's a really cool deck. I really like it. Okay, so the poor Keyraken is not going to do much. It does not advance because it doesn't have enough ember, and the tide is high. So the archived card, a Whirlpool Eddy. So it gains 1 ember. Okay. And that was it. That is Omega because of Chronophage. So that's it for the Keyraken. Nothing else will happen this turn, play-wise. So the Keyraken will just reap 1 and archive a card. The Ascending Jet does nothing. The Whirlpool AD will stun and exhaust 1 of my creature that is not already stunned. Let's see. Let's stun Flumph. And then the Swift Current does nothing. Because nothing to capture, but I do have an Ember, so it's not destroyed. Okay, now what do I do with this ridiculous board? I think I'll continue with Untamed and just deal some heavy damage. Yeah, okay. So let's go with Untamed, yes. I will start by playing a Genetic Drift, gain 1 Ember, and then capture 1 Ember on Cope. Yep. Then I will give Milieu a +1 power counter, and then I give each creature with a power counter another +1. So that's Milieu and the Gruen. Okay. Lovely. Nothing else in my hand to play. So then we are going to deal some damage. So first let's unstun Old Paddy. Then I'm going to throw the Gruen at the Keyraken. So I take another 3 damage, and the Keyraken takes another 3 as well. Okay. Then the Milieu will fight the Keyraken. So that is 6 damage dealt to the Keyraken. Bam. Let's remove those littles and replace with a 3. Okay. Yep, we're getting there. Mookling is going to reap. Youngest Bear is going to reap. And then I may reap with one of Youngest Bear's neighbors, or will reap with the Guild Pine Netcaster. Gain another Ember. And then I will, as a result, exhaust something. I don't know. I'm going to exhaust Chronophage. What the hell? Okay, and that is my turn. Yikes. Okay, so I think I'm going to win this one. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards in hand, so I draw 1, therefore I have to shuffle my deck. Wow, just imagine if Zenzik was still there. Like between Zenzik and Old Paddy, if those two stay in play and do their thing, oi. That's some pretty savage efficiency right there. And that ridiculous artifact, oh yeah, I love it. A creature with 100 power and 100 armor. That is the most ridiculous card ever. Oh, hilarious. Sink or swim. Okay. Alright, so the Keyraken does advance actually. Oh no, it does not because of Mookling, so it costs 8 for the Keyraken to advance. Too bad, Keyraken. So the archived card is a Crushing Arm creature, so Chronophage Omega. Boom, that's it. No more playing any card this turn. Then the Keyraken will reap. Gain 1 Ember. Archive 1 card. The Ascending Jet will give +3 power counters to the Crushing Arm. Meh, let's get my power counters out. Tweet, tweet, tweet. And then it's got 9 or more, so I destroy Ascending Jet and lower the tide. The tide is low. Okay, then we have Whirlpool Eddy that will stun and exhaust one of my creatures that's not already stunned. Well, let's stun and exhaust. I guess let's stun and exhaust the stuff that deals heavy damage. Swift Current will capture 1 from me. And the Whirlpool, the other Whirlpool Eddy, will stun and exhaust Miliobi. There we go. Okay. That's the Keyraken's turn. Oh, wow. So, yeah, Cope is totally like, blocking the Keyraken, plus Chronophage. Those two together was like, lockdown. Nothing can be done for Keyraken. Alright, well, let's go with Unfathomable, with the stuff that we have, I guess. Yeah. So let's start with Sink or Swim to discard the card from their hand. So that's the Ascending Jet being discarded. Let's play a Horrid Sinon over here behind my head with a capture icon. So I capture 1, I'll put it on Cope. Let's make Cope a big piñata. Then I will play Bubbles behind my head again. Put an enemy creature on top of its owner's deck, so it's a Crushing Arm. Quick, my Ember comes back. The Crushing Arm is put back up there. We know exactly what will happen next turn. And then I will put Cyphos on the right over there, at the edge of my screen. Not enough space. Okay, and then we shall... Let's see. So Guild Spine Caster is gonna reap. I think we're just gonna finish the game right there and then, because we have Simriver Kekoa who will fight the Keyraken. So it takes 3 damage, 7. So that's 4 damage on the Keyraken because I've got 2 keys. So that is half the Keyraken right there, and that is the rest. And yeah, we're finishing the Keyraken right there and then with Valukanth. Boom, fight with Valukanth. Deal another 6 damage to the Keyraken. Destroy Valukanth, but who cares? Because I have destroyed the Keyraken. Yes, finally another victory. Yes. Oh wow. That deck is nuts. Well, certainly against the Keyraken. Like, obviously, it's a very different situation on her standard Keyforge deck game. But yeah, wow. We've got Zenzik, Zenzik, which I love, one of my favorite cards ever. Chronophage, I think that's the first time I've got this card. Very nasty, love it. Cope. So yeah, those two together, protected behind Simriver Kekoa. Complete lockdown to the opponent. That's like, you can't do anything. Good luck. And then the rest, like, yeah, we've got some solid control, board control with the 2 Guildspine Netcasters plus Valukanth, which will exhaust everything. Sink or Swim, there's what, 2 of them? Or just the 1? Sink or Swim, no, that's just the 1, okay. The double Genetic Drift will make my stuff bigger. Reap also with Old Paddy is like, okay, let's lay down some creatures. There we go. Yes. in fighting can be handy. Not so much with this setup, but yeah. The mind bullets, yeah, that can be funny. Thin the herd if the opponent has small stuff that doesn't want to die, and the effigy of Medaruk. If that thing gets in play. Oh, the hilarity. After an enemy creature reaps, put an awakening counter of effigy of Medaruk. 100 power, 100 armor. Oh, honestly, put the fishes to destroy the stuff that gets exalted all the time. So, wow, yep. I am really loving this deck right there. That is nasty, man. Cool one. All right. Well, I think that'll do it for today. That's my third game today, and a good one to finish with. So there's one last deck in this box. Yep, correct. I'll keep it for another day. I think. Wait. That's not destroying my equipment. I think that's it for today. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed this one. I had a terrible, absolute blast. And I'll see you again for the final episode of the Series 2 of Keyflux versus the Keyraken. Alright, have a good one. See you later. Bye.